I'm hoping you two can help him because I got no clue. I don't know what to tell somebody in this situation.
We're not good at pop math.
No, it's not. It has nothing to do with pop math.
Okay.
Or any other kind of math. He wanted to remain anonymous. He says, I am scheduled to donate my kidney to my brother-in-law in 3 days. So it'll be 2 because I got this yesterday. By the way, you can email thickrick@theblitz.com. He says, now I am having some serious doubts. I am terrified of this procedure and what it will mean for my health moving forward. This whole thing wasn't even my idea. Every step of the way, I was pushed by my sister. So it's his sister's husband. He says, now here I am and I don't want to do this. I mean, this guy's her second husband. How do I know it will be her last? What if this guy divorces my sister and heads off with my kidney? Sorry. I couldn't help it.
That's happened.
Yes.
Spouse has
no
donated
doubt.
to and then gotten divorced.
Yeah, I have no doubt.
He head out of town with his kidney.
I couldn't help but laugh.
gosh.
Sorry about that. If this were a blood relative, that's one thing. But a brother-in-law, my parents say it's ultimately my choice, of course. He said, if I don't do it, this will shove a huge wedge between my sister and I. Her husband really needs this kidney. What if I had a legitimate sounding medical excuse to get out of it? Should I still do it even if I don't want to?
When's this procedure scheduled for?
Well, he said 3 days, but that would make, and I got this yesterday, so that would make it Sunday? Do they do that stuff on Sundays?
No.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a Sunday type sitch. All right, let's just say it's within. We're counting down the hours.
Yeah.
Man, your time to have gotten out of this was a long time ago,
Yeah.
but you still can. I'm saying that you are going to pay the price for waiting till the last minute in terms of relationship with your sister, but this is your health. I don't know. It's really difficult because you know that your brother-in-law, I guess you feel like you have the power of his life in your hands. And you do, in a sense. And you should have gotten out of this a long time ago, buddy. But now it's going to cause problems. But it's your body.
Well, he knows
it's your
that.
life. You can get out of it. You can, and it sounds like you should, because if anything goes sideways for you, you are going to regret it forever.
And to say, what if I had a legitimate sounding medical excuse to get out of it? They would already know that. You had to have been checked out for this. The doctors had to have checked your kidney and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
and they know you're good to give it if they're going to do it. So you can't make up some medical excuse.
Is there a way to spike a fever? Is there? Because I get it. You're in a terrible situation. You've probably not wanted to do it all along, and you never felt like the day was really going to get here, and now it's here, and you're in a spot.
Go get COVID.
Can you spike a fever? What do you do? Is there a way to manipulate your health for a short period of time? Don't get COVID, because that I'll tell you, that may ruin you for a while too.
You go through with it.
Okay.
Because you said you would.
Okay.
And you either want to save somebody or you don't. And maybe they get divorced, maybe they won't. But you committed. You don't donate a kidney. People don't take kidney donations if they don't need one. So the guy medically, whether he's your brother-in-law, your cousin, or your neighbor, or some guy you just met in the supermarket, you've
gone through the whole process up to this point. This person's counting on your kidney.
Correct.
Oh, I know, this is a toughie. Okay, so you say go through with it, Lewis.
Yeah.
You're like all the way.
You said you were going to do it.
Yeah.
Cue up the fray. How to save a life.
What if you make the brother-in-law? You get a lawyer. You make him sign a legal document that says, if you ever divorce my sister, you have to pay me $1 million.
No.
Oh, no, that's silly.
You can't do that.
Well, you can't repo the kidney.
Somebody said repo.
You can't. Yeah, you can't repo the kidney, Hessler.
Unfortunately, you can't.
Or can you?
But I think you gotta. This isn't on them; it's on you. And if you can survive the rest of your life comfortably with one kidney, obviously, I mean, again, if I don't want to donate an organ, I'm just not going to tell anybody. I'm not going to put myself in the position to donate an organ. I'm one of those people who believes that if you have an organ donator card on your driver's license, they don't save you because
they need your organs.
They need your organs. But I'm also someone who wants to check out in 25 more years. So
I feel like I might be up there close to the front of the line saying, yeah, give me the test, see if I'm a good match, knowing that I'm not going to be. Because that would be scary. I would absolutely donate a kidney to my husband or one of my sisters or nieces and nephews, I'm not going. I may go to in-laws. I may go to in-laws. That's a close person. This is the second marriage. That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. This is still an in-law.
Mary said, and I agree with this 1,000%. If you said, Kelly, if you need a kidney and I'm a match for you, and I say, yeah, I'll donate you one of my kidneys.
Yeah.
And then I say, I back out of it the last minute, you can't find another donor, and you pass away.
Right.
That's on me.
It is on you, but
Because I got to live with the fact that I killed you in one way or another for the rest of my life. That's a lot to deal with.
All right, JC said to spike a fever temporarily, suck on a penny, then put it up near your gums when they take the temperature.
yeah, but how long does that last? Because we need something to last between home and the hospital, right before.
No,
Doug
you
said-
don't.
Doug
Because
said-
you're going to go through with it because that's the honorable thing to do.
Doug said, just do what I do. Move to another state. Start a new life.
Heidi says coercion is not consent. He clearly doesn't consent to this procedure, so he shouldn't go through with it. Sister is definitely trying to coerce him into doing it to save a man who may not even be married to her much longer.
Hold on, but if he signed the thing that said he would,
What, did he sign anything?
I know, but
well, if he's having surgery in 3 days, he signed something.
right,
Okay.
but can you argue that it's coercion? That he did it unwillingly, he just was pressured or maybe bullied into it.
Amanda said, why make it about family? Focus on the fact you're being a good human. Yeah.
Ted said, I'm an RN with 15 years experience. A lot of kidneys don't take. This guy may waste his kidney. The brother-in-law can live on dialysis.
Yeah, but you're never going to know that. Oh, right. Yeah, the brother-in-law can live on dialysis. You can long
until they
term.
find some other kidney.
Yeah.
I don't know how long.
I don't know how, I don't know that process. I just know that if you're going to donate, I know a guy, worked with a guy who donated a kidney to his sister. So, I mean, if you're going to go through with that, you go through with it. That's not one of those things that, it's one thing to go, yeah, I'll sell you my car, and then in the last minute go, change my mind. That's different. Your life is not going to change because your life is not altered drastically because I didn't sell you my car. You could probably find something else. Kidney, a little bit different.
I don't know, man. I think you should be able to get out of it up until the knife. This is this guy's life, and
How?
it sounds like I don't know. I feel
Hold
like
on.
if somebody promised me a kidney, and at the last minute, the day before surgery, said I changed my mind, I would be extremely disappointed.
You think?
But I also recognize that person has free agency over their own body.
Okay.
They don't have to do anything.
I would like everyone in Blitz Nation to go to church this weekend, and let me tell you why. Because we're in a room with 3 people where, let's be honest, I'm the scumbag in the room, and
you are not.
I'm saying this guy should do the honorable thing and give his kidney to save a life, and you two are going,
I didn't say anything.
Hey, spike a fever. Go pretend to have COVID. Do whatever you have to get out of this one.
I was answering how to get a fever. That's all I was telling Kelly.
You two, let the guy die. Keep
I don't know.
your
It's
kidney.
a tough situation, man. Because like Brent said, either you're going to resent your sister for life, or she's going to resent you for life.
I mean, this is absolutely going to cause a problem, but it sounds like this guy's been sweating over this for months, and he hasn't wanted to do it, and now the day has arrived,
Yeah,
and he's like
tough, man.
panicking.
You know what? We've all said, somebody's asked us to do something, we've all said yes. And at one point in time, we get closer to it, and we go, damn, I really don't want to do that. But you you do it anyway. Like in this case,
Yeah, like it's
It's
a
a little-
moral thing
Yeah.
almost at this point. Okay, I can be convinced. You can convince me, but I do feel like, my body, my choice. Everybody loves to say that,
Right.
that's true, it is.
You know,
But
I don't
again,
know.
if you're to the point where you're hours away from surgery,
I know.
You did a lot of things to get to this
I
point.
know it's bad. It's bad. You're right.
Mike said just get one from Craigslist. It's probably a good one, too.
All right, could you go in day of surgery and say, "Don't give this guy my juiciest kidney. I want to keep my juicy one. You can take the other one."
The bad kid.
Hello, hi.
Sorry.
Ted texted in. The kidney is the most prevalently donated organ in the U.S. This guy has every right to refuse. The brother-in-law will eventually get one. I wouldn't go through with it.
Josh sent us a message on our Facebook wall and said, I had a friend that got a kidney from his sister, and 10 years later his body rejected it. Now he's waiting on another kidney.
10 years. So it worked for 10 years and then it rejected it?
Yes. I mean, again,
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm not the most honorable human being in the world. I know that's a shocker, but I feel like I would go through with this if I said I would.
Rachel agrees with you. She says, I'm with Lewis. He should totally go through with the surgery, be crazy and messed up now to back out.
But again, I'm 25 and out, so even if I'm on dialysis, I still have a light at the end of that tunnel.
Dan Davidson says, dude has every right in the world to back out as late as he wants to. And I'm kind of on your side, and that is sort of my position on this.
He does have a right.
He has a right. He can. Yes. I want to feel like I can make a new decision day of surgery if I need to.
Well, but you can't make... They could be getting divorced as a factor because there are people that have been married for 30 years and all of a sudden one day someone changes their mind and divorce is on the horizon. And sometimes it takes people a marriage or two before they finally get it right.
Yeah, this guy's just panicking. He's looking for excuses at this point.
You know, I mean, there are other people that said, booze is the way to go because if you're a hardcore drinker, you're not,
Mary says, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but Lewis is right. He should have said that he didn't want to do it months ago.
Now, write that day down.
Brendan says he has a right to say no, and everyone else has a right to hate him afterwards.
Dustin says, how bad does this guy not want to donate because IV drug users and habitual alcoholics, my gosh, can't donate. Wink, wink.
Yeah, that's what Jamie said. If you just get some heroin, man, they won't let you do it.
Let's say this, though. This guy, they're in a family, right? It's his brother-in-law?
Yeah, his sister's husband.
What happens if you bet, hey, I'm not going to give you my kidney, and then all of a sudden the next year you roll into holiday dinner and, hey, how you doing? Much better if you would have donated that kidney like you said you would have. I mean, that's going to come up all the time.
It's not worth risking your own life for if you're not sure about it. If you're like, what,
But here, now, wouldn't you do all the possible research, though? If Kelly, if you were going to donate an organ to somebody, wouldn't you go, all right, I want to know every complication that can go wrong. I want to know what the procedure is, the recovery time. You do your research. You don't just wake up and go, take my kidney.
I feel like I would do it in the opposite way. If it was my husband, I would say absolutely. I don't know what any of that procedure looks like, but I'm agreeing to a kidney donation for my husband no matter what.
Sure, of course.
Once you get down the line, and then you're like sort of starting to think, should I get tested to see if I'm a match? Then I start watching surgery videos.
Right.
Yeah.
I think Marty, Megan had the best advice, said the only right thing to do here is have a talk with them about the doubts and fears you have, and then you will either decide to do it or they will understand why you are backing out.
I love that. Very level-headed. I love that advice.
Let me tell you what kind of... We're on the spaghetti. We are creating a split in time with this email because now you have Natasha. What if the guy has kids, a direct family member that needs a kidney? He's the only match, but now he can't donate it because he already donated a kidney to someone.
Again, you could have thought about this 6 months ago, but Keith from Galleon has the best point. My question is, who the F asks a radio station for life-altering medical advice?
Well, Keith, I know.
What do you think? What else do you think we're here for?
I understand that, and we've heard that before, but it's like I always say, if you want just a completely unbiased, away from your friends and family opinion,
we get it.
It doesn't mean it's right. You don't have to. You don't have to take any advice we give. You're just looking for an unbiased opinion. So
I think Keith is just laughing along with us.
I know.
Let's be honest.
Serious.
If you can't take advice from your pot-smoking, rock-playing radio station, who in the hell are you going to take advice from?
Right.